you started developing different kinds of dresses that...
I didn't really, I sort of stopped promoting it because I got into the flower girl dresses.
And the kiss to say that you used to do, and now you've resurrected the idea of you're going to supply that brand name again, and you're going to do it in the same way you did it before. Is it time for it to come back, or is it going to be different?
This time I think I want it a little bit more modern, it used to be more vintage style, more for vintage photography and all that. I think I want to go a little bit more modern now because we have the new line of clothing. So a new, more modern fashion I want to do. I don't want to...
But do you mean by modern, do you mean the young, kind of more...
Yeah.
It's kind of more gauche type stuff, you mean? Like the Miley Cyrus problem that she had the other day? I mean, is it, by being more modern, what does that mean to you?
No, you don't necessarily, modern, it can be something like what I'm wearing, a little bit more fashionable.
Yeah, but isn't most of what you do lace and kind of old school, even if it's a modern cut and being comfortable, whatever the deal is? I mean, isn't it?
I would always use my lace. It's just in a more modern look, maybe, now.
You mean less layers, more of a trimmer, simpler
No,
designs?
just different lace fabrics that are more modern now, Lace is back really, really heavy now. So I'm planning to use it, as I've been using it for years, now I'm going to use it even more.
And then the silk flower thing, as like a corsage would be, but you actually build the silk flowers into the dress design, right?
Yeah, what I do is I buy my flowers, I pick them, they come in bouquets, I pick them apart. I basically create like the dress pins, the brooches for the dresses, the headbands, everything to match.
And then you work a lot of hats and veils in too, right?
Right. So I try to make sure that whoever comes into my store or whoever orders online, that they don't have to go somewhere else. They can buy everything from me. If it's a First Communion dress, you can buy the candle, you can buy the veil, you can buy the Bible, you can buy everything. You don't have to go anywhere else.
Now, because your husband and you used to work for Vidal Sassoon, the hair is kind of an integral part of the dress too. So, like, not a super lot, but some degree of jewelry and ornamentation, and the flowers and stuff. So there's a lot of. If it was a house gingerbread, the dress might be simple, but has a pattern to the lace or whatever the deal is. And you're a big proponent of the shoes too, right?
Right.
But you've never manufactured shoes. How do you source the shoes to go with the people that buy your dresses?
Well,
You leave them to their own devices, or do you supply them with that too?
I don't supply kids shoes, to be honest. I used to, but it's a whole different game with that, because you have to order boxes of them. I don't make shoes, obviously I decorate them, but I used to sell them in the 90s. I don't really do it anymore because it's just so many sizes and you always get stuck with certain sizes.
And you're pretty stubborn about it. You don't really supply the entire look. You supply them the components, and they pretty much, I wouldn't say are on their own, but you don't really fashion coordinate for people too much, right?
I try to. I
You
really
do?
do, yeah, because people have no idea. But when you present, let's say the flower girl dress, you present it with a flower, with a basket, whatever else they need for that particular look is there from me.
Well, did you ever work with the wedding planners directly?
No.
Why?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm too busy manufacturing. They come to my store downtown LA, so they usually, if they're wedding planners, they come and they plan everything for me. They just order the dresses from me and
So
I
you
make
pretty much kind of lived in a cave, not only designing but fabricating stuff, and stayed in Los Angeles downtown too long, basically, because it's not really appropriate for you to be there anymore the way that the district has changed, right? Because it's mostly retailing Chinese stuff.
Yeah, well, especially my store right now where I am now. I mean, I'm the only I think I'm the only person on that particular street that sells little girls' dresses.
Yeah, but when you started, there was a lot of people fabricating, right?
A lot of people were fabricating, but never on the kids' market has always been very small since I remember. The pre-teens, teenagers, cocktail dresses, that has always been big, always. But the kids' market in downtown LA is very small. At least for what I know and what I am, I have a store in Santee and I have a store on Wall Street, which is my wholesale showroom in there. In the market, I opened up a store like 10 years ago in there, previous to now, and it's still the same amount of stores around me. It's a very small market for kids downtown LA, unless you go to the California Mart, which right now I'm not sure how the California Mart is doing because, like I said, everybody supplies, buys, and takes.
Well, I mean, even 20 years ago,